Alright, so today I'm going to be ranking all the attunements in Deepwoken. I know we all love to complain and say, oh my god, that attunement is so broken. But today I'm going to share with you guys my personal opinion on all of them that are currently in the game. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion, and you guys are completely free to disagree with anything I say in this video. Also, I just want to mention that even if I put your attunement low on this tier list, I just want to say that all of them are still very, very viable. But in my opinion, some of them are just ever so slightly better than the others. So let's get right into it. In my opinion, the worst attunement in Deepwoken is Thundercall. And no, this does not mean Thundercall is bad. The attunement still has really great talents, just like Static Link, Static Fake Out, and many others. Even the mantras are really solid, like Lightning Blade, Magnet Spark, Jolt Grab are all super strong and make Thundercall very viable. But in my opinion, I just find that all the other attunements have something that makes them ever so slightly better than Thundercall. Whether that be a build or a mantra, there's always going to be a way to be better than Thundercall builds, which is why it's 5th on my list. In 4th place, I'm gonna put Flame Charm. I just want you guys to keep in mind, I was really considering putting Flame Charm higher up on this list. The one thing that made me put it this low is all the legendary talents you need to make a good Flame Charm build. There's Mirage Clones, Exploding Mirage Clones, Phoenix Flames, probably Exoskeleton and Conditioned Runner. The list just goes on and on. One of my friends spent like a month just cranking out Flame Charm builds, just to have to keep wiping them because he'd miss 1 or 2 talents. It's stupid. But once you do make a good Flame Charm build, oh my god, it is so unfun to fight. Here's a clip of one of my friends just absolutely smashing me into the ground with Flame Charm. Like, how do you fight against this? But yeah, once you do make a perfect Flame Charm build, it's an easy contender for 2nd or maybe even 1st, but because of all the talents, it's going to be 4th on my list. The attunement taking 3rd place is going to be Gale Breath. Keep in mind, Gale Breath is my personal main attunement, so I might be a little bit biased here. But I do have my reasons for putting Gale Breath where it is on this list. The most obvious thing that makes Gale Breath strong is the Curved Blade of Winds. It is without a doubt the best medium weapon in the game because of its really high 0.8 swing speed and its damage that matches Shattered Katana's damage. On top of that, it has Aftercut, giving it an extra 5% damage, which just makes it really powerful. Unfortunately, that's like the biggest thing Gale has going for it. And if the Curved Blade of Winds never existed, in my opinion, it'd probably be 4th or maybe 5th on this list. But the Curved Blade is just so damn strong, and if you verse one ever, you might as well just let go of your keyboard and say GG. But that doesn't mean Curved Blade needs a nerf. Like, you can still compete against Curved Blade of Winds, it's just very strong. In my opinion, the 2nd best attunement in the game is Shadowcast. Similar to Gale Breath, Shadowcast also has a really powerful legendary weapon in the Crypt Blade. This is by far the best heavy weapon in the game and makes Shadowcast really powerful. But unlike Gale Breath, in my opinion, Shadowcast is very strong even without a Crypt Blade. The mantras do very good damage, and on top of that, they have Ether Steel, which means that if you don't have Frigid Prisms paired with a really high Ether Region armor, you might be fighting without mantras for a good portion of the fight, which just makes Shadowcast so strong. And don't even get me started on Crypt Blade builds themselves. Those things are just unbearable. The weapon itself does like half a bar per hit, and the weapon can also steal your ether. And it swings so fast as well. And now they have an aerial stab, like why? I really hate Shadowcast, but not as much as the next attunement I've got to talk about. The best attunement in the game, and also probably the most brain dead, is Frostdraw. Where do I even begin with Frostdraw? Alright, well, how could I make a video talking about ice without talking about mantra spam? I'm sure you guys can see on the clip right now playing on screen that mantra spam with ice is really annoying and actually somewhat of a viable strategy. And I don't like that it's a viable strategy. Like the fact you can actually make a build with ice where you can just have a high ether region armor, Frigid Prisms, and then just go run around for whole fights spamming mantras, and it's actually a viable strategy should not be in Deepwoken. Seriously. I understand that in layer 2 there's going to be ways to combat this with like tempo and the fact that you actually have to play with your M1s. But this video isn't about layer 2. This video is about right now. And right now, ice is super strong. But let's say you decide to be a normal person and not make a mantra spam build. Even if you don't make a mantra spam build, ice is still absolutely busted. There's some talents in the game like Saint J that are absolutely game-breaking good. Saint J makes it so any healing you get is transferred to your opponent. But get this, it lasts for an entire minute. So for an entire minute, you can't Bloodless Heal, you can't go to a campfire, you can't use No Life King, because all that will get transferred to your opponent. And obviously the mantras are all super strong, they all do great damage, they're amazing mix-ups. And whether you go crystallization path or not, ice will be strong regardless. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the tier list. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, keep in mind, this is just my opinion, and you guys are completely free to disagree with anything I say. Also, I just want to thank you guys for the support on the last video. I know 2,000 views may not seem like a lot when you compare yourselves to YouTubers like Agamatsu or Nano Prodigy, but to a small creator who's just starting out, it really does mean a lot. And for that, I want to thank you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.